Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the UNLV Rebels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. It's a quarterback keeper. He's past the marker and still going. And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll run the option. It's a run. Running back's got it. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. Offense. Punt team making their way on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's press coverage now from these DBs. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Handoff running right. No shot to bring him down. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Receiver in motion now. Off the play fake on first down. And they'll start off with a deep shot. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
So from the 18-yard line, it's 2nd and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. There's contact on the throw. Well, nearly an interception here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 3rd down instead.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's 4th down. Bulls will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the returner will be brought down. The UNLV offense back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back in motion now. And there's the handoff. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. They'll try the option play here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. They get him down, but that's a good run. Enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now it's 2nd down here. They're going to run it here. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a 1st down.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down in inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the 1st down? Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there.
Chris, how about this? You're inside the red zone. You get the 4th down. You go for it. You show that aggressive approach. Your players love that you show confidence in them, and you're rewarded with a 1st down.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
But that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage. The Bulls will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Tries to get it to the running back, but they can't make the connection. The ball's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The Bulls will send their punt team on the field, and he'll kick it away now for the second time. Not the way he wanted to kick it. Running it back, it's Morris. And the returner is brought down to wrap up the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, UNLV 7, South Florida 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the back now goes in motion. The quarterback's got it on the option. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Trying to extend the play. Trying to get the throw off. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is, and they do a good job of it right here.
With the catch, it's Morris. Tackle made after the completion.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up fourth down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They'll run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. BB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. The back's got it again. Powers through the tackle. They bring him down at the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and first down.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense. It's pinning their ears to get upfield. but instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Escapes the sack. He lets it go on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Bulls keep the football on the move. QB decides to keep it here.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Important second down play coming up. It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down. The Bulls come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
How about this call here by this offensive coordinator? They're down early in this game, third down and long. The last thing they can afford to do is have to punt the ball, but they show you why they love this back. Get his hands on the football, and he picks up the first down. Unbelievable call.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's got it right near the end zone. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Well, that's a quarterback's dream to have all the time in the world sitting back in that pocket. Allows him to scan the field and be able to find an open receiver without worrying about getting hit. You can see what happens when they have that kind of time back there.
Receiver makes the grab. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. They're trying to run it with the option. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And the tailback's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, South Florida. How about that, Kurt? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game to tie the game is just big time by this defense, and it gets it right back where they need to be.
And the PAT is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. UNLV offense back out there. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going a pick 6 last time out here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. He saw them with the 45, but that's good for a first down.
So often we get caught up in the quarterback and the wide receivers and the skill in this game. This is another example of a nice job by the offensive line, giving the quarterback ample amount of time to be able to evaluate the defense and make a good throw.
Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
So they have to come up with something here on 3rd down after the incompletion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. A quick juke. The first down pickup tackled at the 45. And now a timeout quickly called. They try to get everybody on the same page here.
Man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You think you've got them right where you want them on 3rd and long, and you give up a run play for a first down. The offense makes you pay for assuming the pass and bailing out too quick in coverage.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout. We'll talk strategy.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
6th play of the drive coming up. Second down, looking to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, UNLV. This quarterback on fire today.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
BAT is good. They go for touchdown, 14-7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's brought down at the 12. That's a poor field position to start the drive. Comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. You'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Airing this one out toward the sideline. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
To me, anytime you see a one-on-one opportunity, you feel you can take advantage of it, you go after that matchup. This is a great play here by the quarterback and receiver.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. USF offense is back out there now. Send the back in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Cannot escape it. Down he goes. Well, they bring the excellent outside linebacker off the edge, Kirk, for the sack that time.
Yeah, he's got great length and great speed. And a blitz like this, you just overwhelm the offensive line. They bring one more than they can handle up front. You can't account for everybody. The quarterback, all he could do is eat it.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. And is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. The Bulls hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Off target with the throw, incomplete. Desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Quick throw to his receiver. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
He's running out of time here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
2nd down after the incompletion. The back's got it. Oh, look at the quick cut. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Touchdown, UNLV. This offense really clicking. So the offense flexing here and stretching their lead here in the 2nd half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the 2nd half.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Ball handed off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. The Bulls will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And he lobs it deep down the middle. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Bulls. That's a crucial response from this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The UNLV offense back out on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They call the counter run here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Second down play coming up. The shotgun handoff here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. They're going to run the option. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Handing off on the draw play. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. The Bulls looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
The DB's backing off from the line now. Powers through. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
The Bulls will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. On the return, it's Morris. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Two-back set, quarterback flanked by the backs. Here's the option play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he slings this pass over the middle. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Incompletion sets up a 3rd down now for this offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the punt team now on to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. USF offense is back out there now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out, and they put something together with this drive. On 1st down, it's play action. The pocket breaking down. That's reeled in. It's Eccles. Brought down quickly, but it's a big gain through the air. Spot the ball at the 45.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the 1st down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, USF.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Offense still out there, down by 5. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion and make this a 3-point game. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the 2-point try is successful, making this just a 3-point lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
That's solid run, good for 1st down yardage. Motion now from the tight end. And at 1st down, they go right back to him. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. He'll hand it off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff. It's Morris. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. Clock goes in motion. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Well, no surprise there. They gave it to him one more time. The defense is able to come up with a stop. Listen, this guy's already got 3 touchdowns on the game, and he looks hungry for number 4. Give it to him again.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Pass midfield. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, South Florida. Wow, what a play. A defensive score.
Whoa, what a play here to take the lead by this defense. You expect your playmakers and your best players on the field to step up when the game's on the line, and that's exactly what this...
It's blocked. Picked up by the defense. It's a live ball. Could be a 2-point return here. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Back out on the field now. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Breaking free at the 35. They've got him at the 48. That's a 1st down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
One play moves the ball to the 48. Another 1st down coming up. Ball handed off. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a 1st.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Chris, that's his 3rd interception in this game alone. If he's going to stay in this game, he's got to do a better job of protecting the football.
Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. Hands off to the left. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the 1st half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the 2nd half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. And a sophomore making an impact play.
On first and goal, Chris, they run the football and lose yards. Then here on second down, they try to throw it in, come up with a sack. What can the offensive coordinator come up with here on third down? Because they've been going in reverse on these last couple of plays.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. Completion nets about 9 yards. Not enough for the first, and it's fourth down.
Heck of a job here by the defense on this third down to keep them short of the first down. Now it's fourth down, and an interesting decision for this offense with the lead. Do they punt the ball away, or do they go for it?
Fourth and goal for the team. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? And he's in. Touchdown, Bulls. Here comes the point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up second down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next.
Going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking to scramble. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Running out of time in the pocket. Lets it go quickly. He's got his man wide open. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
He flips it to the back across the middle. Gets into space at the 50. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
He's moving out of the pocket now. He's going to take off here. a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, there you go. You saved your best scramble of the day for a bit of a situation in the fourth quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment and the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing it was time to go.
They'll make the first down in that scramble. That's a tough one for this defense to give up. We reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third down, he drops to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Touchdown, Rebels. This offense is still clicking.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. You cover an onside kick. You never know.
And the point after is right down the middle. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. Crucial possession here. This game just got tighter. 3-point game, final quarter. What will the play calling philosophy be here? Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. They're going to run it. Just trucks the man. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Pressure is coming. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on fourth down. Keeping it on the ground here. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Bulls have first and 10 here. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, USF.
First down here for this offense. And the offense just takes a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.